crossing the calm sea with Jesus. The disciples were getting concerned. The wind started violently blowing, but he was asleep in the stern. Oh, does he not care that we perish? We're helpless and we're so afraid. They cried out for help from the Savior, but he said to them, where is your faith? Because you prayed all night and you held on with all of your might. Child, your cries have awoken the Master. He knows your voice. Lift your hands, it's time to rejoice. Child, your cries have awoken the Master. Now it hits you without any warning. Oh, the storm of your life has begun, and seeing no hope in the distance, you're frightened with nowhere to run. By now your vessel is filling, and you're thinking
I like this location up here a lot. There's where the sun sets over that way. Sets over that way and rises right over that way. These oaks, I love these big oaks. I hung that swing probably the first year we moved here. We've been here about 5 years or so. I hung that swing there then. Look at this oak, how big around. It's a big oak, old oak right there. Look at this. I made that when around the time we first moved here. It's still pretty solid actually. It's our little garden area.
This walk right in our
Carter, get the zucchini. But we'll need to get something.
So I'll plant watermelons around this stump.
Yeah,
There's a maple growing out.
watermelons here and cantaloupe on this side.
Watermelons over there, cantaloupe over there. Bunch of honeysuckle right there. And then blackberries all right there. That's all blackberries up and down through there. Get enough to do a bunch of cobblers usually. These here, used to get them all the time as a little boy. And here in Kentucky, we've got a lot. Yeah, actually, they're already getting berries. Looks like. Oh, yes. I love these things. My little girls do too. See those berries? Won't be much longer and they'll be black and sweet. Ready to eat. Make real good cobblers. That's probably one of my favorite sweets. Probably have to cheat on the diet a little bit when that time comes around. But that's, see all those white flowers there? That's blackberries is what all that is. And it goes all the way up through there. So we usually get plenty of them. And there's even some down that way too. Take your shoes off, Moses. Good job. Do it again. Keep going. Yeah, good job. That's so good, baby. She got embarrassed, didn't she? That was good, baby. That was really good. Used to be some owls that was probably every bit of 2 feet tall, I'd say, up in these big oaks. I haven't seen them for a while, but when we first moved here, all these big oaks had big owls in them. Big owls, the kind that would grab a cat and take it, or a dog, even a small enough one. They were pretty though, but I mean, they used to be all up in here and you could see their nest, but these big old oak trees, but now you don't hardly see them much. All right, so we're starting to pick this wood up here. Got it all over the place here, a bunch of white oak. And this is that load that I got the other day. And what we're doing is Carter started there while I was splitting the rest of it, and he's filling it in. So if we fill in from there all the way to there, that is a full cord of wood. To that log right there is actually a full cord of wood, so we can move those out of the way. They're kind of staying there to hold that up. But he started there, and I believe we've got enough to do that and more probably. So that will mean that I'm getting at least $300 worth of wood from the stave mill. I want to get more like $400 per trip. But if that fills in right there, that'll be a full cord of wood. And then if it does, we'll kind of continue stacking right here on this pallet and going that way with it. And if it covers 2 pallets long, they're 4 feet long, then that'll be another face cord. So kind of looks like it might storm here soon though. I don't know. It's feeling good though. I like this weather for splitting for sure.
This is where I started. I gotta go all the way down to there. I gotta stack all that.
So I've got quite a bit of limbs to burn right there. As you see, that's from that oak tree to where I cut the limbs off down near the end of the driveway down there. And they're green, but you can burn them green like that. I've done many of it. I'm sure some of y'all probably already, you hear those cicadas out here? Man, they're loud out here. I've not been anywhere yet here in eastern Kentucky, but I ain't been that many places, but everywhere I've went, you know, since these cicadas have come out, they're the loudest here at home where I live. I mean, they are loud here. Listen to that. They are loud. But I noticed at the stave mill, because I showed a clip of a video, I was talking, and then I was like, wait a minute, I hear that sound out here too. And then I realized it wasn't a generator. So I looked it up, and sure enough, yeah, we're in like some kind of cicada swarm or something. I don't know. It's only every 17 years that they come out. It's pretty neat though. But yo, what I'm gonna do, my mom and little nephew's coming over. We just got back from the park a little bit ago. We took the kids to the park this morning, and they're coming over, and I've got this wood split, and like I was talking about, I'm gonna make a video showing how much that makes, and I'm only gonna stack what I'm planning to anyway, unless I accidentally grab something else. So I'm only gonna stack what I split from that load the other day. And I'm guessing it will make at least a full cord. I'm hoping it'll make even more than that. And I can haul more than I did on that load for sure. You see my truck bed, I could have fit easily another 10 rounds in there, more than that really. And then even on the trailer, I could have fit more. So I really like to have like a $400 trip, you know, each time I go, which is over a cord. Because my goal, you know, from here on, let's see what month. So we're in May, so I got June, July, August, September, October. So I got like 5 months, not that long really. So if I get 2 a week from here on, if I get 2 full cords a week, at least, you know, at least, I can get more than that for sure. But if I do 2 stave mill runs per week from here on, that times 5 months would be, you know, 4 times 2 is 8. And then 8 times 5 would be what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I counted on my fingers. 40. So that'd be 40 cords. So I really need more than that. I need another 10. But that's the goal anyway. See this stuff, it's real good dead. It dies in these oaks. These oak trees, these limbs just die, and you see how rotten it is and how dry they just hang on. But you can see that's kind of punky and stuff, but I mean, it's good to get the fire going. Something like this, the fire, so you can get this stuff and kind of get it up in there, bundle it together. Not burn yourself in the process. Try not to anyway. Now the plan is to, my mom and nephew's coming over, but right now I'm planning to go ahead and start stacking this stuff and get every bit of that stack that I split the other day. Even the ones that you see standing there, they're split, they're just white oak, so it holds together. So I'm planning to go ahead and get it and try to get this wood yard organized, and that way when I bring the pallets in, you know, and the next load of wood in, I'll start have kind of trying to keep it organized as I go from here on, you know. It is a process. There's a lot to clean up and stuff like that, and a lot to organize. I really enjoy it though. I love firewood. I truly do. I love firewood. Oh, it's a pretty day today. Beautiful day today. Really nice.
Surely drown. You've cried out for help from the Savior, and you know that you can't turn back now because you prayed all night and you've held on with all of your might. Child, your cries have awoken the Master. Oh, he knows your voice. Lift your hands, it's time.
There is right around what it made. So that's close to, that's probably like 3/4 of a face cord right there. And then I filled it in from there all the way down. And actually even stacked it up on that a little bit, probably from there up. So I got right around close to four face cords on 56 rounds. So I know if I aim more for around 60 rounds or so, that'll be probably right around four face cords, which will be $400 worth of wood. So pretty happy with that for one load. Got it all stacked. You can see here, I've kind of got a little pile of mixed stuff there. Got me a path where I can come down through here. Some more mixed stuff there. That's all stuff I've got it cleaned up. There's all kinds of stuff in there. And then got the black walnut over here. This is all seasoned. All this black walnut. Really, I could probably take this row right here and just add on top of that row. I'd say I've got close to a full cord because that right there, down to there is every bit of 12, 14 feet, I'd say. By the time you get down there on the end, I've got a heaping truckload of white oak here, but these are smaller pieces, so that's why I've got them in there. Kind of smaller pieces. Some people maybe prefer that, like 10 inches, 8 inches, 6 inches. That's what all that stuff is. Some black walnut that I'm going to be keeping. That's a big slab of sycamore. I don't know if you've seen the video where I got that, hauled it on a trailer from a tree service. Somebody had done that with a chainsaw mill. It's pretty thick too. As you can see there, solid, very solid stuff. I've had it for probably 2 years. It's on one of my videos. And I'm gonna make a table for it to put right along there, like a workbench where I can sharpen chainsaws and stuff like that. Still gotta burn all this. I started burning some of it last night. Gotta get the rest of that burned. That's those oak branches that I cut from down there, that tree. And earlier, my mom came over and we started a little garden right there where the kids are. I started a little fence around it, and that fence I used some wood that I got from that roofing job that I tore off. So that's why I hold on to stuff like that.